Good morning. Welcome to today's 2020 Vision Hack Show. I'm Paul Wheels, your host, and I am the AD-Link Developer Evangelist and Product Manager for Visi AI, which is the tool that everybody's using to build their prototype with. What's the hack? Well, AD-Link and Intel launched the 2020 Vision Hack in December 2020 to find innovation solutions to industrial problems using computer vision and edge computing. Today we have the pleasure of meeting team number 7 of the 10 teams that have progressed through to phase 2. This team are developing a solution based on the manufacturing theme. But let's take a look at what everybody's competing for within this hack.
Phase 1 winners will receive an AD-Link Visi AI developer kit, which is a bundle of powerful hardware and software to build your prototype with. The hardware is a Smart II board, which is industrial ready. It has a 4GB RAM, an Intel Atom 3940 CPU, and an Intel Myriad-X VPU, so plenty of power for AI vision. The Visi AI also has very intuitive software included with it, the AD-Link Edge platform, which has vision tools, and OpenVINO and Node-RED included. As a Phase 2 team member, you will also receive direct support from Intel and AD-Link whilst you develop your prototype, so don't worry about support. The final prize. The winning team will win a cash prize of $10,000, but we don't stop there. An amazing opportunity to collaborate with AD-Link to validate the prototype with the market. That will include support and create marketing material like a press release, a promo video, a use case, a solution brief, and the support with organizing meetings to validate your prototype with the market. This gives you a great foundation to really push forward in making an impact with your prototype. I think you agree this prize could be life-changing for you and your team, so good luck.
So they're the great prize that everybody's competing for. Today I'm really pleased to introduce you to a great member of the Go250 community and one of our winners for Phase 2, Rama, who's based in India. Hi, good morning, Rama. Or I should say good afternoon to you.
Yeah, it's afternoon time here. It should be early morning there. Okay.
It is indeed.
Nice meeting you. Yeah.
It's great to meet you too. Rama is a very active member of the Go250 community. He bought a Visi AI a while ago. I was really pleased to see the judges had chose your submission as one of the 10 from the 115 submissions that we got. So absolutely fantastic. Congratulations. And it means you get an extra Visi AI as well on top of the one that you already had.
I need one because whatever I have is I can still use it for my own work and all that. The one what I get, probably I have to use it during deployment at my client's place when I put all these equipments there. So in that way, in fact, I wanted to say I don't need one, but I'll be very happy to receive. Yeah. It's on the way. The FedEx is not delivered to me. Yeah, it should be coming in any time today.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, it has been on its way, and it was coming from the US from our partners at arrow.com, which is where anybody can buy a Visi AI. So tell me about your career, because we were having a chat earlier and yesterday as well before we had the technical issues, so apologies to everybody that we weren't able to go live yesterday. Can you give everybody a bit of an insight in your background? Because I think this is really interesting on your seeing the problem from your background to solve.
Yeah, I'm basically an operations, into the operations, more of an OT man. I started my career in a machine shop as a process engineer. I used to work for an Indian company called Brakes India. It is part of a big group called TVS Group. And they had technical collaboration with European companies. We were into making braking systems for cars, trucks, and all kinds of vehicles. So most of my time, my career has been into anything related to manufacturing. So in addition, for a short time, I used to work for, I won't say a short time, maybe 5 to 6 years. I used to work for a machine tool company by Makino, where we used to do a lot of large turnkeys of machine tool systems, including robotics and all that.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I used to head the operations in the company before. Yeah, and actually I'm in a kind of a sabbatical now. Okay, sabbatical means I've come out of the company for 2 years. I wanted to get into some something related to academics. So I registered myself as a master's student and research student in a university in Bangkok, in Thailand.
Oh, wow.
It was all going smooth, and the last year, at the same time, we had the first instance of the COVID infections outside China, and that forced me to retreat and come back to India. I thought it's not a pandemic; it's only an endemic. It's kind of a thing. Maybe 2-3 months, I can go back.
Yeah.
But the virus kind of put me here, and then I was looking at what I can do related to robotics and vision, whatever I've read.
Yeah.
And I stumbled upon one of the webinars by Advancing Automation almost last July.
All right. Yeah.
That was done by Toby McLean, and then I saw the VZAI was discussed or presented during. I thought, okay, it's not my kind of a kit. Okay, it looks like Raspberry Pi and all that. And then after 2 months, I thought I'll import and start working with the gadget. I struggled initially, but I can understand the difference it can make for edge computing for vision application. So I talked to 2 or 3 clients, and the client company where I worked earlier, they were very kind enough to accommodate me, and then they said we can get started with the project. We have identified actually two projects, but we would like to take which is a little bit easier to handle. Okay, it's basically they have a vision system, a traditional computer vision system, but it has got some issues related to detection. Okay, because they use rule-based algorithms. So that is where I'm trying to see how best we can integrate OpenVNow, VZAI, because the system has got the sensors. It can give me the raw inputs. Okay. The only thing I have to decide on the framework, decide on the model to use. And it's going to be 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional. I have a set of all questions. Everything is here. I have to just put it up in a clear, concise presentation and share it to the mentors group. Then I'll take the mentors' advice and guidance, and then I'm confident of completing this project. Definitely, comparing with the current system, how well a neural network can make it better. That's the main intention.
Yeah.
And okay. Go ahead.
And with the edge computing side that you get with AD-Link Edge platform, it enables that configuration and makes that piece easier, so you can focus on the model side of things, and then integrating into the systems of your clients as well, and getting the data to and from where it needs to. Niels is going to be doing a show next week about the SDK, that you can take the SDK to build the application to configure and get the data to and from where you need to. So that's brilliant. So let's share a little bit about your submission for the hack, and talk a little bit more detail about what you're looking to accomplish.
Yeah, if you look at it, okay, this part is a very safety critical part. It's called as a piston or a plunger. Okay, they call plunger, piston, anything is okay. It goes inside, it slides inside a hydraulic cylinder. The surface of this component has to be absolutely without any blemishes. Should have any defects, score marks. The part is actually non-ferrous, so there's no question of getting rust. But the part is subjected to some surface treatment and some handling and all that. Some small dense cores or anything, it can be can threaten the function of the product in the field. And these designs are fitted in the most modern cars in India. It's very the product design is very common in the Europe, but it's slightly getting introduced in India the last 3 to 4 years.
Yeah,
and the traditionally the parts were subjected to manual visual inspection. It looks very very odd. No, the operator has to put a magnifying glass and then roll the part throughout, and then it's a kind of a fatigue. Okay, the operator can do a good job, but okay, you need to have 3 to 4 quality inspectors to do this kind of inspection and all that. So looking at the complexity, the client has a vision system now. This is okay when it comes to edge computing. OpenVINO, which can chew any kind of neural network models and anything.
Yeah.
And the VZAI, the Edge Kit. Okay, the Edge Kit is basically I need to use it for taking the video streams from the sensors. Okay.
Yeah.
Develop the model. More than anything else, I'm looking into how best to organize myself on the data. That's why I was asking the forum, which is the best operating software and all that, and then I'm now working on annotation using Appear. Appear is done by Zeiss. Okay, Appear is managed by Zeiss. Zeiss is used for all the microscopic images, and there are some formats in which the training the images can be labeled, annotated, and the masks which are required for training and all that. And there is a format called OME.TF, OME.TF. With this kind of image, which has got all the metadata of the original image file, I can basically build a 3D model. Okay, we are actually looking at a 3D part, but we are looking at only kind of a 2D kind of inspection. But I'm trying to, maybe that's the later stage, not now. We also have unit for 3-dimensional detection. Okay, models can be where you can take up 3-dimensional data. I've reserved it for the phase 2. Okay, the phase 1 is basically working with all the 2D images, annotating, labeling perfectly, and then getting it done.
Yeah, and then creating the outcome from that data as well, be it a notification via email, text message, light. Like we have for one of the AD-Link solutions, looking at objects in a box, looking at boxes inside of a box, making sure that the order is correct. That we have that connected, and it's connected to the ERP system for the inventory for each order. But what it also does as well is flashes a light, so the manual workers, as you can see on the right hand side there, can pick a box off if it's incorrect. If it's correct, they seal it. Delivering that. So as we were talking about, and as I mentioned earlier, that Rama, you're a really active community member, not just in Go250, where originally you started with Visi, and that's exactly what we built Go250 for, is to bring everybody together to support, educate, and evangelize about the opportunity of using computer vision and vision as a sensor and artificial intelligence. But also, with the hack as well, in the Slack channels that we have with everybody, you've been very active there and supporting the other team members. Where else do you go? You were saying this is very new to you. You've been teaching yourself. Where else do you go to learn? Where do you sort of get your decision making process in regards to what technology you're going to try?
I'm not really. See, I'm looking at various kinds of applications, what OpenVINO and VZAI can do. Something looks like a fantasy for me, because I'm basically an operations man. Okay, I know the vagaries of an operations man. Okay, the difficulties of an operations man. If you don't get the parts right, if you have to do a reinspection, firewall inspection, and all that, it kind of okay. The last 2 years in Thailand, okay, I'm not getting the right vocabulary in place, because Wunwai means confusion, chaotic, okay. And this kind of reliable system, if they can be deployed, this can take away all the uncertainties related to the part inspection. That is one. And I'm the kind of the smart palette, right? Okay.
Yeah.
It has been done in every factory which ships parts to all customers. Okay. And there'll be, you are talking about a use case where the customers improved their wrong shipments from anywhere. They were at 70%. Now you say they're very close to 100%. Okay. So I'm looking at how best we can read the manifest. Okay. because you have Node-RED. We have Node-RED, okay?
Yeah.
The starter kit has Node-RED, okay? Node-RED
Yeah.
can take all kinds of data. You also can have access to MongoDB, okay? Relational database, okay, and all that. And so there should be some connect between the ERP system to the edge system, maybe kind of a OPC UA or namespace or anything. That I have a plan on that, but I have only here in the sense, okay, what are the workflows related to all this? As I think the mentoring team can definitely guide me on that.
Yeah, exactly. So there's the show with Niels next week, which is going to talk about the Edge SDK and how you can build an application to come into the Edge platform to create that connectivity to the ERP system that you're wanting to use. And also advise on how you can use existing applications. We've got a number of applications that are already available that we can give access to. Viz AI comes with a select number of applications which are very much focused about building a prototype. Hence, for example, Node-RED that enables you to connect the nodes to get the data to places like send a text message. Hey, Rama, I've just realised we're well and truly over time of the usual 10 minutes that we do for these shows.
Okay.
It's been absolutely brilliant chatting with you and meeting you in person finally. Good luck. Look forward to seeing your prototype and also supporting you and the other teams over the next few weeks. Thanks very much and have a great day, Rama.
Thank you, Bolly. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bring that circuit component over here. Now, I'm not in the habit of taking